All right, so some encouraging news with some model trends that we've seen as of late, but a couple of things to say. This is a long way away. Things can change. But the model trends, what I do like about them is that they are starting to come in line with what history and climatology has told us. So those models of the past couple of days that are showing 10 days out of hurricanes hitting Florida, that's a tall order this time of year. We don't have warm water. If it is going to head north, it has to hitch a ride with a cold front, and with that would be a lot of wind shear, and it would help weaken the storm. But, we've seen crazier things happen, so we always want to give the models, some leeway of what could potentially happen. Now, again, the model trends are weakening the system, bringing mainly a rain event to our region. But let's still, with caution, think about that, because we're still 7 days away of potential impacts. It would be next Wednesday if we see anything and the timing of that could change, but that as it looks now. So we are going to be looking, climatologically speaking, typically when we do have storms form this time of year, they do form here and they usually stay here. If they don't stay here, sometimes they get shot right back out into the Atlantic. Not very many make their way into the Atlantic, and not very many hurricanes make their way into the Atlantic either. All right, so here's the latest. And again, we're going to watch this and not take our eyes off it until we have a better and more exact idea of what to expect. This is potentially going to get a little bit more organization, become Sarah in the next 2 days. But the key here is land interaction. Not good news for Honduras, not good news for Belize. They could see near 20 inches of rain form along the coastlines, and this is kind of underselling it a little bit. Some isolated spots could see big numbers and almost 2 feet of rain, and that's going to cause some flooding concerns. While it stays there, that potential for us to see a storm starts to weaken because of that land interaction. It will start to kind of keep that integrity of the storm a little bit lower. Here, when we look at the computer models, I always say, take these with some context. You can't just look at the lines and say, oh no, there's one headed right to Florida. First of all, it hangs out here for so long. And also, once it makes its way into the Gulf, this is only tracking where that center of low may be. That could be a remnant low. That could be a stronger low. But if it's just a remnant low, yeah, it's going to move here, maybe bring some moisture away by means of rain. So this is only tracking where that center of low may be, not where a hurricane may be. Just kind of keep that in context. And we have seen a downward trend in those computer models. Right now, we still don't have a hurricane forecast here with the official forecast. Is it likely that it becomes a hurricane? I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a hurricane. But for now, the Hurricane Center has it kept just below tropical hurricane status and at Category 1. We'll worry about it if we need to, but for now, I'm not worried about it. I am worried about the flooding potential for Honduras, but for now, what we are going to deal with over the next 7 days is good weather, and that's going to be a really nice weekend for us. Next 5 days, this is our rain potential. Nothing. That's not an error. There's no rain potential. We have a very slim chance. Here's the cold front that moves on through for Friday. Nice weather tomorrow. Temperatures have already cooled off compared to they were yesterday by almost 5 degrees across the region. Here comes our front on Friday. Watch how that rain just disappears. We have a stray shower. This is our 10% chance for Friday morning. Maybe one stray shower by 10 o'clock in the morning for Cape Coral. Then that's it. It will be breezy Friday night and breezy on Saturday. Behind that front, bringing in cool, dry air. And that also brings in cool, dry air over the waters as well. Upper 60s for tomorrow, and as we head through the afternoon, it's a gorgeous day, lower humidity, 85, and that low humidity is reinforced behind that second front. Look at this weekend. I'm putting my Christmas decorations up this weekend. That's what I'm doing because the weather's going to be so nice. Once we head into next week, Wednesday is highlighted because if we do have any impacts, it would be about that time. Subject to change, of course. That's your first alert forecast.